You're Drifting Off with WSLP AM, Big Rapids. WSLP, Sweet Baseball.
The Northwoods Baseball Radio Network presents Sleep Baseball. Tonight, from Evergreen Field in Big Rapids, Michigan, it's the Big Rapids Timbers hosting the Cadillac Cars of Cadillac, Michigan. And now, the voice of the Quint Cities, Wally McCarthy.
Good evening, friends. We're glad to have you back with us here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network. Producer Phil and I are happy to be back home in Big Rapids, Michigan. We're at beautiful Evergreen Field as the Big Rapids Timbers host the Cadillac Cars of Cadillac, Michigan. It's a special evening here as during tonight's seventh inning stretch, Big Rapids Mayor Jed Fredner will unveil the new hot dog cannon here at Evergreen Park. A strange contraption that fires hot dogs into the stands to be enjoyed by the fans. And it is a perfect night for a ball game. 71 degrees at game time, with a gentle breeze blowing in from left field. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Cadillac Cars. Leading off, shortstop Pinky Slauson. Batting second, right fielder Gabriel Palomar. Third baseman Shiny Patterson will bat third. In the cleanup spot this evening, first baseman Philip Nakamura. Batting fifth and playing left field, Gilligan Parker. Fritz Ortega will bat sixth, playing center field. Catcher Giovanni Gasparo will bat seventh. Batting eighth, second baseman Flipper Cortez. And batting ninth, right-handed starting pitcher Virgil Hughes. He enters tonight's contest with a record of 9-4, with a 3.86 ERA. Those are the Cars. Here are the Timbers. Leading off and playing center field, Dutch Moon. Shortstop Rio Nunez will bat second. Batting third, first baseman Keith Castor. Randy Chang is in the cleanup spot this evening, playing right field. Batting fifth, left fielder Brank Filbert. Second baseman Jesus Ferguson will bat sixth. Batting seventh, third baseman Blink Redderson. Catcher Henny Oldman will bat eighth. And batting ninth, right-handed starting pitcher Javier Von Neumann. Von Neumann enters tonight's game with a record of 7-5, with a 4.52 ERA. And producer Phil is ready to draw a name out of the fishbowl for tonight's Instagram winner. If you'd like your name to go into the fishbowl, you can head over to sleepbaseball.com and follow us on Instagram if that's the kind of thing you're into. And tonight's winner is Bobby P. Congratulations, Bobby P. We'll reach out to you on Instagram to sort out the details. And Crew Chief B.R. Montebianco has signaled that it's time to play ball. So we are underway here at Evergreen Field. And Pinky Slauson will step in to lead things off against Javier von Neumann. Righty against righty. And von Neumann's pitch. Curveball called, strike one. And the 0-1. Fouled back and out of play. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Curveball in the dirt. 1-2. And the 1-2. Fly ball straightaway center. Moon drifting in. And he makes the catch for out number one. And that will bring Gabriel Palomar to the plate with one away and the bases empty. Righty against lefty. And the pitch. Fastball misses low and inside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Lined into shallow right. That one drops in, and Palomar is aboard with a one-out single here in the top of the first. Runner on first, one away for Shiny Patterson. Patterson is a switch hitter, and he'll bat left against von Neumann. And von Neumann from the stretch. Fastball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. And that fastball is called a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Curveball misses low and inside. 2-1. And the pitch. Curveball called a strike. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Blooped into shallow center, and that one drops in for a hit. And the Cars have runners on first and second with one away here in the top of the first. And Philip Nakamura steps in, righty against lefty. And the pitch. Curveball called a strike on the inside corner. 0-1. And the 0-1. Hit in the air to right field. Chang is after it, and he makes the catch. Palomar on his way to third, and he will slide in safely ahead of the throw. Runners on first and third, 2 down for Gilligan Parker. Parker is another one of the lefties on the Cars' starting 9. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. And that fastball misses upstairs. The runners get their leads. Shiny Patterson off first, Gabriel Palomar off third. And the pitch. Line drive right field. Base hit for Parker. That one gets Palomar home. And the Cars take a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. And Fritz Ortega steps in with runners on first and second with 2 down. And the pitch. Fastball cut on and missed. 0-1. And the 0-1. Hammered foul and into the stands. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Fly ball center field. Moon drifting over. And he makes the catch to end the inning. But the Cars get on the board, and after a half, it's Cars 1, Timbers coming up. Here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hey there, it's Dana Dedrick, and I'm thrilled to bring you Love Notes, where we blend the best of smooth jazz and relationship advice to create a cozy late-night listening experience. Finding love and keeping it doesn't have to be so mysterious. Tune in weeknights at 10 p.m. to unwind with some mellow melodies and get tips on how to build and maintain healthy relationships. Love Notes, weeknights at 10 p.m. on WSLP, Big Rapids.
And welcome back with us here from Evergreen Field in Big Rapids, Michigan. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you on WSLP AM. Cadillac leading 1-0 as we begin the bottom of the first. And Dutch Moon leads off for the Timbers against Virgil Hughes. Righty against righty. And the pitch. Curveball misses low and inside. 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch. Roller back to the mound. Hughes scoops it up and fires to first to retire Moon for out number 1. And Rio Nunez will step in with 1 away and nobody on. Nunez is a switch hitter, and he'll bat left against Virgil Hughes. And the pitch. Popped up right side. Nakamura is after it. And he makes the catch in foul territory for out number 2. And Keith Castor steps in with 2 down and the base is empty. Righty against lefty. And the pitch. Curveball misses low and outside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fouled back and out of play. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball cut on and missed. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Curveball called strike 3, and Castor strikes out to end the inning. Virgil Hughes sets them down in order here in the bottom of the first. And with 1 in the books, it's Cars 1, Timbers nothing. We'll be back with the second inning in a moment, here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
Top of the second inning from Evergreen Field here in Big Rapids, Michigan. Cadillac leading 1-0, and they'll have the 7, 8, and 9 hitters coming to the plate. And Giovanni Gasparo will lead off the inning against Javier von Neumann. Righty against righty. And the pitch. Curveball in the dirt. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fouled back and out of play. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fly ball center field. Moon is camped under it. And he makes the catch for out number 1. And Flipper Cortez steps in with 1 away and the bases empty. Cortez is a switch hitter, and he'll bat left against von Neumann. And the pitch. Fastball high and tight. 1-0. And the 1-0. Curveball misses low for ball 2. The 2-0 pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Slider in the dirt, and Von Neumann falls behind. 3-1. And the 3-1. Fastball misses outside. And Flipper Cortez is aboard with a 1-out walk here in the top of the second. And Virgil Hughes will step in the pitcher's spot. And the pitch. Bunted fouled on the first base line. 0-1. And the 0-1. And the runner goes. Swung on and missed. Snap to second is not in time. And Flipper Cortez steals second. And now the 0-2 pitch to Hughes. Fastball low and outside. 1-2. And the 1-2. Curveball misses low. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled back and out of play, and we'll do it again. And the pitch. Fastball misses high, and the count runs full. And the payoff pitch. Curveball in the dirt. And Hughes is aboard with a 1-out walk. So 2 walks issued in the inning by Von Neumann. And the Cars have runners on first and second with 1 away. And Timbers pitching coach Wilbert Robinson will stroll out to the mound to have a chat with Javier Von Neumann. And Pinky Slauson will step in at the top of the Cadillac order. Slauson flied out in the first inning. And now Von Neumann from the stretch. Fastball runs high. 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch. And that fastball is called a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Line to the left and right into the glove of Blink Redderson at third for out number 2. Runners on first and second, 2 down for Gabriel Palomar. Palomar had a base hit and scored a run in the first inning. Top of the second, Cadillac leading 1-0. And the pitch to Palomar. Fastball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fly ball center field. Moon is there, and he makes the catch to end the inning. Cadillac strands a pair here in the top of the second, and they do not score. And it remains Cadillac 1, Big Rapids nothing. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello, this is Tim at Baraboo Necessities. Where can you go in Baraboo to find everything you need? That's Baraboo Necessities on Berkeley Boulevard. The first 10 customers that come to our grand reopening get a Baraboo Bombers baseball cap. Baraboo Necessities, we've got what you need.
Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you from our home base of Big Rapids, Michigan at Evergreen Field. Cadillac leads Big Rapids 1-0 as we enter the bottom of the second inning. And Randy Chang will step in against Virgil Hughes. Righty against righty. And Hughes delivers. Breaking ball called strike 1. And the 0-1 pitch. And that curveball misses outside. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball runs high. 2-1. And the 2-1. bouncer to short. Slauson gloves it and fires to first to retire Chang for out number 1. And Brank Filbert steps in with 1 away and the base is empty. And the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike 1. And the 0-1. Curveball cut on and missed. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses inside. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And he takes an awkward hack at a slider in the dirt. And Filbert strikes out for out number 2. And that will bring up Jesus Ferguson, righty against righty. And the pitch. Curveball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball up and in. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Dribbler to third. Backhanded pick by Patterson. And he fires to first in time to retire Ferguson to end the inning. Another 1-2-3 inning for Virgil Hughes here in the bottom half of the second. And it remains Cars 1, Timbers nothing. We'll be back with the third inning in a moment here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
This is Jed Fredner, Mayor of Big Rapids. I'd like to invite you to tune in to the Quid Cities Celebrity Golf Invitational, or even better, join us in person. Guests include Galvin McLeod Jr., Blinky Malone, Fritz Ortega. Oh, and did I mention Beans Captain Bender Sorensen? Join me, Jed Fredner, Quid City Celebrity Golf Invitational, only on WSLP.
Top of the third here at Evergreen Field in Big Rapids, Michigan. Cadillac leading 1-0. And Shiny Patterson will step in against Javier Von Neumann. Patterson had a base hit in the first inning, And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fly ball left center. Filbert calling for it. And he makes the catch for out number 1. And that will bring up Philip Nakamura, who flied out in the first inning. And the pitch. Fastball high and tight. 1-0. And the 1-0. Curveball misses just a bit outside. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Slider in the dirt, and Von Neumann falls behind. 3-0. And the pitch. Hammered down the first base line. That's a fair ball. And Nakamura is aboard with a 1-out single here in the top of the third. And Gilligan Parker steps in with a runner on first and 1 away. Top of the third, Cadillac leading 1-0. And the pitch. Chopped foul down the first base line. 0-1. And the 0-1. Popped up on the infield. Ferguson is camped under it. And he makes the catch for out number 2. And Fritz Ortega steps in. Runner on first. 2 down. Ortega flied out to center his first time up. And the pitch. Fly ball deep left center. Filbert is racing after it. And he makes the catch on the warning track to end the inning. And after 2.5, it remains Cadillac 1, Big Rapids 0. We'll be back with more baseball after these messages here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hey kids, this is Blink Rederson. I'm here at Ted's Fishing World, and I just want to say they've got some great deals for people that like to fish or wish they could fish. They have reels, and they have lures, and they have bait. RLB, they call it. You can get the RLB special 25% off if you mention my name, Link Rederson. Ted's Fishing World. If fishing's in your head, trust Ted. Ted.
Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you for the bottom of the third here at Evergreen Field in Big Rapids, Michigan. The Cars lead 1-0. Big Rapids will have the 7, 8, and 9 hitters coming to the plate against Virgil Hughes. And Blink Rederson steps in. Righty against righty. And the pitch to Rederson. Lined into shallow left. And that one will drop in for a base hit. And Rederson is aboard with a leadoff single here in the third. And that's the first base runner of the evening for the Timbers. Runner on first, nobody out for Henny Oldman. And the pitch. Grounder to short. Slauson backhands it. No play at second. The throw to first is in time, and Oldman is retired for out number 1. So a runner on second and one away for Javier von Neumann in the pitcher's spot. And the pitch. Curveball taken for a called strike 1. And the 0-1. Slapped foul and out of play. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Grounder to third. Patterson has it and fires to first to retire von Neumann for out number 2. And that will bring up Dutch Moon at the top of the Timbers order with a runner on second and 2 down. Moon grounded out in the first inning. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. And he fouls another one off. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a curveball in the dirt, and Moon strikes out to end the inning. And with 3 in the books, it remains Cars 1, Timbers nothing. We'll be back with the 4th inning in a moment here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
Top of the 4th inning here at Evergreen Field in Big Rapids, Michigan. Cadillac leading 1-0. And Giovanni Gasparo steps in against Javier von Neumann. Gasparo flied out in the 2nd inning. And von Neumann's pitch. Curveball low and outside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fastball misses low. 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch. Hammered foul and into the stands. 2-1. And the 2-1. Fastball cut on and missed. 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. Hit in the air to right center. Chang drifting in. And he makes the catch for out number 1. And Flipper Cortez will step into the box with 1 away and the bases empty. Cortez walked in the 2nd inning. Top of the 4th, Cadillac leading 1-0. And the pitch. Dribbled foul down the first base line. 0-1. And the 0-1. And he checks his swing on a low curve. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Chopper to third. Redderson's got it, and he fires to first to retire Cortez for out number 2. And that will bring Virgil Hughes to the plate in the 9 spot. Hughes drew a walk in the second inning. And the pitch. Popped up shallow right. Castor is calling for it. And he makes the catch to end the inning. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Javier von Neumann here in the 4th. And it remains Cadillac 1, Big Rapids nothing. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
$10.3 AV. Specializing in Betamax and multi-regional DVD. The only such service in the Quint City area. $10.3 AV.
And welcome back with us from Evergreen Field here in Big Rapids, Michigan. Wally, McCarthy, and producer Phil back with you. Bottom of the 4th inning here, and we've got something of a pitcher's duel happening. Cadillac leading 1-0. And Rio Nunez is due up for the Timbers against Virgil Hughes. Nunez popped out in the 1st inning. And the pitch. Fastball cut on and missed. 0-1. And the 0-1. Hard grounder up the middle. And that one will squeak through for a base hit. And Nunez is aboard with a leadoff single. And Keith Castor will step in with a runner on first and nobody out. Castor struck out in the 1st inning. And the pitch. And the runner goes. Gasparo fires to second, and Nunez will slide in under the tag. And that's a stolen base for Rio Nunez. The pitch to Castor was called a strike. The count 0-1. And the 0-1. Slow roller to second. That will move the runner up. Cortez flips to first in time to retire Castor. Nunez advances to third. So a runner on third with one away for Randy Chang, who grounded out in the 2nd inning. Bottom of the fourth, Cadillac leading 1-0. And Hughes from the stretch. Fastball paints the corner for a called strike one. And the 0-1. Slow roller up the middle. Slauson will field it. No play at the plate as Nunez comes in to score. The toss to first in time to retire Chang. So the Timbers are on the board here in the bottom of the fourth. And this game is now tied at 1. And that will bring Brank Filbert to the plate with 2 down and the bases cleared. Filbert struck out in the second inning. And the pitch. Fouled backhand out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. And he fouls another one off. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Curveball called strike 3 to end the inning. But the Timbers scratch out a run here in the bottom of the fourth. And with 4 in the books, we are tied at 1. We'll be back with the 5th inning in a moment, here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello. You know me. This is Ed, Uncle Hat. The good folks over there at Big Tom's Shoe Repair and Gelato asked me to drop by and say a few words for them. Big Tom's been in shoe repairs since he was knee-high to a locust, and his wife, whose name escapes me, has been in the gelato business for several days now. Why don't you stop by over there to Big Tom's Shoe Repair and Gelato and get your shoes repaired? If you're like me, you've put up quite a few miles in on those shoes. Why don't you get a nice cup of pistachio while you're there? And tell Big Tom that Ed Uncle Hat said hi, and don't kick him. Thanks for listening.
Top of the 5th inning from Evergreen Field here in Big Rapids, Michigan. Cadillac and Big Rapids are tied at 1 as Pinky Slauson steps in at the top of the Cadillac order. Slauson is 0 for 2 this evening. And Von Neumann's pitch. Curveball called strike 1. and the 0-1. Fouled back and out of play. 0-2. And now the 0-2 pitch. And that curveball misses low and outside. 1-2. And the 1-2. Slider down and in. Count even at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Hammered to left field. That one will drop in for a hit and roll all the way to the wall. And that's going to be a stand-up double for Pinky Slauson to lead off the top of this 5th inning. And Gabriel Palomar steps in with a runner on second and nobody out. Palomar 1 for 2 with a base hit in the first. And Von Neumann from the stretch. Fouled back and into the stands. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1. Grounder to first. Castor will have it unassisted, and he steps on the bag to retire Palomar. And Slauson advances to third. So a runner on third with 1 away for Shiny Patterson. Patterson is 1 for 2 this evening. Top of the 5th, game tied at 1. And the Timbers will bring the infield in for Patterson. And the pitch. Fly ball to center field. Moon is under it and he makes the catch. Tagging and scoring from third is Pinky Slauson. And the Cars now lead 2-1 here in the top of the 5th. And that will bring up Philip Nakamura, who is 1 for 2 this evening. Base is empty. 2 down. And the pitch. Curveball runs inside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Grounder to second. Ferguson has it and flips to first to retire Nakamura to end the inning. But the Cars get another run across, and after 4.5, it's Cars 2, Timbers 1. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
This is Salty Sal of Salt City Confections. In addition to our world-famous popcorn balls, try our bonbons, rock candy, and nut-covered sweetmeats. We're located on the Manistee Riverwalk next to the world's largest cupcake. Salt City Confections, your confection connection.
And welcome back with us from Big Rapids, Michigan. It's a beautiful night here at Evergreen Field. Cadillac leads Big Rapids 2-1 as we begin the bottom of the fifth. The Timbers will bring the 6, 7, and 8 hitters to the plate to face Virgil Hughes. And Jesus Ferguson steps in. Ferguson grounded out in the second inning. And the pitch. Grounder to second. Routine play for Cortez. And he flips to first to retire Ferguson for out number 1. And that will bring Blink Redderson to the plate. Redderson had a base hit in the third inning. And the pitch. Off-speed pitch, cut on and missed. 0-1. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss on a low curve. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball down and in. 1-2. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a low curve. And Redderson is down on strikes. Two down, bases empty for Henny Oldman. And the pitch. Fastball called, strike 1. And the 0-1. and he takes a wild hack at an outside breaking ball. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Oldman strikes out to end the inning. Virgil Hughes sets them down in order, and with 5 in the books, it's Cadillac 2, Big Rapids 1. We'll be back with the 6th inning in a moment, here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
Top of the 6th inning here at Evergreen Field. Cadillac leading Big Rapids 2-1. And Gilligan Parker is due up against Javier Von Neumann. Parker is 1 for 2 with a base hit in the first. And Von Neumann's pitch. Fastball up and in, 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch. Hammered foul and into the stands. 1-1. And the 1-1. Changeup misses low. 2-1. And the 2-1. Slider in the dirt, and Von Neumann falls behind 3-1. And now the 3-1. Line drive into center field, and that one is into the glove of Dutch Moon for out number 1. And Fritz Ortega steps in with 1 away and the base is empty. Ortega has flied out in both of his appearances this evening. And the pitch. Fastball runs high. 1-0. And the 1-0. chopper to short. Nunez is there, and he fires to first to retire Ortega for out number 2. And Giovanni Gasparo will step in with 2 down and the base is empty. Gasparo is 0 for 2 this evening. And the pitch. Curveball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fouled back and out of play. 1-1. And the 1-1. Slider in the dirt. 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch. Fly ball left field. Routine play for Filbert. And he makes the catch to end the inning. Javier von Neumann sets him down in order here in the top of the 6th. And it remains Cars 2, Timbers 1. We'll be back with more baseball here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
This is the Reverend Ira Gay for the Buck Stop Inn Community Theater. I hope you'll join me for their production of Our Town. The Buck Stop Inn Community Theater. Making things happen.
And welcome back from Evergreen Field for the bottom of the 6th inning. Cadillac leading Big Rapids 2-1. And Javier von Neumann is due up in the 9th spot for the Timbers against Virgil Hughes. Von Neumann grounded out in the 3rd. And the pitch. And he shows bunt. And that one is bunted fouled on the first base line. And the 0-1 pitch. Curveball runs inside. 1-1. And the 1-1. Line drive up the middle. And that one gets through the infield for a base hit. And von Neumann is aboard with a leadoff single here in the 6th. And Dutch Moon will step in at the top of the Timbers order with a runner on first and nobody out. Moon is 0 for 2 this evening. And the pitch. Hard grounder to second. Cortez to second for 1. Over to first in time to retire Moon. And that's a 4-6-3 double play. Two outs now. Nobody aboard for Rio Nunez. Nunez is 1 for 2 this evening. Bottom of the 6th, Cadillac leading 2-1. And the pitch. Curveball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Popped up shallow right. Cortez is calling for it. And he makes the catch to end the inning. And with 6 in the books, it remains Cadillac 2, Big Rapids 1. We'll be back with the 7th inning here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello. This is Winston T. Winston, president of WSLP Radio. I'd like to invite you to the Big Rapids Airport Lounge for a special night of fun and brevity with Frank Gilbert. It's WSLP night on the main stage, and fun is guaranteed for all. The 2-for-1 margaritas go well with the comedy stylings of Frank Gilbert and Fritz Ortega's Super Nachos. I hope to see you at WSLP night at the Big Rapids Airport Lounge. Save a seat for me, Winston T. Winston.
Top of the 7th inning here in Big Rapids at Evergreen Field. Cadillac leading 2-1. The Timbers will bring the 8, 9, and 1 hitters to the plate against Javier von Neumann. And here's Flipper Cortez, who walked in the 2nd and grounded out in the 4th. And von Neumann's pitch. High fly ball right field. And that one will knuckle foul and into the stands. 0-1. And the 0-1. Tapped foul down the first base line. 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. swing and a miss on a high heater, and Cortez is down on strikes for out number 1. And that will bring up Virgil Hughes in the pitcher spot. Hughes walked in the second and popped out in the fourth. 1 away, bases empty. Cadillac leading 2-1. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Ground ball to third. Redderson is up with it, and he fires to first to retire Hughes for out number 2. And Pinky Slauson steps in at the top of the Cadillac order. Slauson is 1 for 3 with a double in the 5th. And the pitch. Lined sharply into right field. That one will drop in for a base hit. And Slauson is aboard with a 2-out single here in the top of the 7th. Runner on first. 2 down for Gabriel Palomar. And Von Neumann from the stretch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. And that one is chopped foul down the first base line. 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses low. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Hit in the air to deep right field. Chang racing after it. And he will not get there as that one sails over the wall for a long, lazy home run. And Cadillac adds a pair here in the 7th. And they now lead 4-1. And now Shiny Patterson will step in. Bases cleared. 2 down. And the pitch. Fastball runs inside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Curveball low and inside. 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch. Fly ball center field. Moon will have room. And he makes the catch to end the inning. But the Cars add a pair, and as we head into the stretch, it's Cadillac 4, Big Rapids 1. And now Big Rapids Mayor Jed Fredner is heading out to center field with the hot dog cannon. Apparently, the hot dog cannon can hold a few dozen hot dogs, buns included. And there they go. And I'm not sure that the hot dog cannon is ready for prime time yet, judging from the reaction of the fans. We'll let the cleaning crew get things under control here at Evergreen Field. And we'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello. You know me. This is Ed Uncle Hat. My good friends at Ed Horn's House of Sleep asked me to drop by and talk to you a minute about their mattresses and other sleep-related items. Beds, headboards, nightcaps, and essential oils. They just added the essential oils last week. Ed Orn's wife, Beatrice, got over there, and she's really into the essential oil. She makes her own. They have a few little tubs out back. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Ed Orn's House of Sleep. You don't need to count your sheep if you go to Ed Orn's House of Sleep. Ed Orn.
And welcome back with us from Evergreen Field.
This is Jed Fredner.
Wally, McCarthy, and producer Phil reporting on this beautiful night for a ball game.
Complimentary for the remainder of the evening.
And Big Rapids Mayor Jed Fredner gets a nice round of applause after announcing that the hot dogs will be on his tab during the remainder of tonight's contest. Cadillac leads Big Rapids 4-1 as we begin the bottom of the seventh. And Keith Castor will step in against Virgil Hughes. Castor is 0 for 2 this evening. And the pitch. Fastball runs high, 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch. Curveball cut on and missed, 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. Curveball misses outside. 2-1. And the 2-1. Popped up shallow left. Parker drifting in. And he makes the catch for out number 1. And Randy Chang will step in with 1 away and the base is empty. And the pitch. Fly ball center field. A routine play for Ortega. And he makes the catch for out number 2. Base is empty. 2 down for Brank Filbert. Filbert with a pair of strikeouts this evening. Bottom of the 7th, Cadillac leading 4-1. And the pitch. Popped up to short. Slauson is camped under it. And he makes the catch to end the inning. Virgil Hughes sets them down in order here in the bottom of the 7th. And it remains Cars 4, Timbers 1. We'll be back with the 8th inning in a moment here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
Top of the 8th inning here at Evergreen Field in Big Rapids. The Cars lead the Timbers 4-1 as Cadillac brings the 4, 5, and 6 hitters to the plate against Timbers reliever Royce Babcock. Babcock is a crafty lefty. He's got a solid fastball and an array of off-speed pitches. And Philip Nakamura steps in. Lefty against lefty. And Babcock's pitch. Fastball cut on and missed. 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch. Chopped foul down the first base line. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. slider in the dirt. 1 and 2. And the 1-2. Curveball down and in. 2 and 2. The 2-2 pitch. Grounder to short. Nunez has it, and he fires to first to retire Nakamura for out number 1. And Gilligan Parker will step in with 1 away and the bases empty. Parker is 1 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. Fastball called strike 1. And the 0-1. Slider runs inside. 1 and 1. The 1-1 pitch. Curveball cut on and missed. 1 and 2. And the 1-2. And he looks at a fastball for a called strike 3. Two down, bases empty for Fritz Ortega, who is 0 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. Fly ball deep center. Moon racing back. And he makes the catch on the warning track to end the inning. Royce Babcock sets them down in order in relief here in the 8th. And it remains Cadillac 4, Big Rapids 1. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello, this is Ed Unclehat for Ed Horton's House to Sleep. Ed called me up the other day to help get the word out for his going out for business sale. Seems Ed fell asleep at the wheel there, and the pole barn is stacked to the rafters with mattresses, headboards, lamps, these new gummies they got there behind the counter. They're supposed to help you sleep. I tried one the other day, and I slept like a baby. I woke up every 3 hours. That's an old joke. Actually, I slept for a day and a half, but that's neither here nor there. They don't have essential oils at the moment because of the mishap, but Beatrice is fine. Anyway, come on down to Ed Horton's House to Sleep. You don't need to count your sheep if you go to Ed Horn's house to sleep. Ed Horn.
And welcome back with us on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network. Wally, McCarthy, and producer Phil back with you from Evergreen Field here in Big Rapids, Michigan. The Cars lead the Timbers 4-1 as we begin the bottom of the eighth. And Jesus Ferguson steps in against Virgil Hughes. Ferguson is 0 for 2 this evening. And the pitch. Curveball up and in. 1-0. And the 1-0. Lined into left field. And that one falls into the gap for a base hit. And Jesus Ferguson is aboard with a leadoff single. And that will bring up Blink Redderson with a runner on and nobody out. Redderson is 1 for 2 this evening. And Hughes from the stretch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball cut on and missed. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Fly ball shallow center. Ortega racing in. And he makes the catch for out number 1. And Henny Oldman steps in with a man on first and 1 away. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch. Curveball misses just outside. 1-1. The 1-1. Fly ball center field. Ortega will have room. And he makes the catch for out number 2. Runner on first, 2 down for Royce Babcock, who will bat for himself in the pitcher spot. Babcock is a decent hitter. He's batting .298 this season. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Slow roller back to the mound. Hughes is up with it and tosses to first to retire Babcock to end the inning. The Timbers do not score, and with 8 in the books, it remains Cadillac 4, Timbers 1. We'll be back with the 9th inning in a moment, here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello, this is Tim at Baraboo Necessities. Where can you go in Baraboo to find everything you need? That's Baraboo Necessities on Berkeley Boulevard. The first 10 customers that come to our grand reopening get a Baraboo Bombers baseball cap. Baraboo Necessities, we've got what you need.
It's the top of the 9th inning here in Big Rapids. Cadillac leading 4-1 as Giovanni Gasparo steps in for the Cars against Royce Babcock. Gasparo is 0 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball cut on and missed. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Changeup runs high. 1-2. And the 1-2. Slider in the dirt. 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. Fastball runs inside and the count runs full. And the payoff pitch. Line down the third base line. That one is fair. And that one will get all the way to the wall. And that's going to be a leadoff double for Giovanni Gasparo here in the 9th. And Flipper Cortez will step in with a runner on second and nobody out. And Babcock's pitch. Hard liner right into the glove of Castor at first for out number 1. And Virgil Hughes will step in to bat for himself with a runner on second and 1 away. And the pitch. Fastball called, strike 1. And the 0-1. Slider in the dirt, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball high and tight, 2-1. And the 2-1. Curveball runs inside, and Babcock falls behind, 3-1. And the 3-1 pitch. Changeup misses down and in, and Virgil Hughes draws a 1-out walk. So runners on first and second with 1 away for Pinky Slauson at the top of the Cadillac order. Slauson is 2 for 4 this evening. And the pitch. Curveball called, strike 1. And the 0-1. And that's a slider that misses low and away, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball called a strike, 1-2. And the 1-2. Fastball called, strike 3. And Slauson is down on strikes for out number 2. And Gabriel Palomar steps in with 2 down and runners on first and second. Slauson is 2 for 4 with a single in the first and a 2-run homer in the 7th inning. And the pitch. Fastball misses low, 1-0. And the 1-0. hammered foul down the third base line. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Hard grounder to second. Ferguson is up with it, and he tosses to first to retire Palomar to end the inning. The Cars do not score, and it remains Cadillac 4, Big Rapids 1. We'll be back with more baseball here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
This is Giovanni Gasparo. When I was a kid, we did all kinds of crazy things, like stand on our heads and eat a cracker. Later, some of my friends had turned to their drugs, and all kinds of things happened to them. This has been Giovanni Gasparo with the PSA for WSLP.
And we're back from Evergreen Field here on WSLP. Wally, McCarthy, and producer Phil back with you for the bottom of the ninth, as Dutch Moon is due up at the top of the Timbers order against Virgil Hughes. Cadillac leading 4-1. And the pitch. Curveball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Pop fly shallow right. Nakamura drifting back, and he makes the catch for out number 1. And Rio Nunez steps in with one away and the base is empty. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Popped up on the infield. Cortez calling for it. And he makes the squeeze for out number 2. Base is empty. 2 down for Keith Castor, who is 0 for 3 this evening. Castor represents the final chance for the Timbers. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. and the 0-1. Line drive right field. And that one will drop into the gap for a hit. Castor hustling around first. And he will slide in safely under the tag. And he's aboard with a 2-out double here in the bottom of the ninth. And Randy Chang will step in with a runner on second and 2 down. Bottom of the ninth, Cadillac leading 4-1. And the pitch. Grounder to Cortez. He's got it and tosses to first to retire Chang to end the ball game. Virgil Hughes pitches an absolute gem this evening as the Cars defeat the Timbers 4-1. For the victorious Cadillac Cars, 4 runs on 8 hits, no errors. And for the hometown Big Rapids Timbers, 1 run on 5 hits, no errors. Virgil Hughes goes the distance for the Cars and notches another win. Javier von Neumann takes the loss for the Timbers. Producer Phil and I will be back with the post-game show in a moment here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.